Cartman is undeniably one of South Park's funniest characters, but what makes him even more entertaining, his many faces, or shall we say alter egos. In this video, we're diving into the top ones that have left us in stitches. Get ready for a dose of Cartman's comedic transformations. This is Cartman's face when he turns into the superhero alter ego. At first, he was like a lone wolf fighting bad guys, but then he thought, hey, I need my buddies. So he gathered his pals and gave them a fancy name, Coon and Friends. But oh boy, Cartman goofed up big time. He accidentally zapped some other superheroes and his friends were like, dude, you are out of here. They kicked him out of the club.
Mysterion, if Cartman's gone, why are we still calling ourselves Coon and Friends?
Because it pisses Cartman off beyond belief. And I find that extremely funny.
But wait, there's a twist. Later on, Cartman patched things up with his friends and joined the gang again. Now, they're all about fighting the baddies together. It's like a roller coaster of a superhero drama.
There is an animal that lives by night, searches through trash cans and cleans out the garbage. To clean the trash can of society, I've chosen to become more than a man. I am the hero this town needs. I am the Coon.
Hold on to your hats, folks. Here's the scoop on Cartman's wacky robot adventure. Picture this. Cartman decides to transform himself into a robot, and he gives it the ultra-cool name, Awesemo 4000.
Greetings, I am the Awesemo 4000.
But here's the kicker. It's not a real robot at all. Nope, it's just Cartman playing pretend, like a big old kid. Now, why did he do this robot charade, you ask? Well, Cartman had a mischievous plan to mess with poor Butters. He acted like Awesemo 4000 and convinced Butters that he was a real live robot. Sneaky, right?
You're my robot? Yes, I will be your new best friend. Oh, wow!
He wanted to hang out with Butters, gather some secret info, and then pull a prank on him in front of everyone at school. But here comes the plot twist. Things didn't go quite as planned for Cartman. South Park fans, you know what happened. This scheme of his ended up blowing up in his face, and it turned out to be one hilarious, robot-filled disaster. Oh, Cartman, you and your crazy ideas.
Would you like to touch my body? Come on and touch my body. Ooh, my hot body. Don't you like my hot body?
Well, gather round for the tale of Cartman's big TV adventure. So Cartman had this golden opportunity to be a TV star, but there was a catch. He had to pack on the pounds, like a whole bunch of them. And how did he do it? He whipped out the magical Weight Gain 4000. Now, you've gotta know, Cartman was already a bit on the chunky side, but this weight-gaining adventure took things to a whole new level. It's like he went from chubby to supersized fun and cuteness. Imagine a beach ball with eyes and a hat. That's basically what he looked like.
Is there anything you'd like to say to people out there?
Follow your dreams. You can reach your goals. I'm living proof. Beefcake. Beefcake!
You see, one day he had this super-duper spooky story to share with his pals. It was all about Scuzzlebutt, a legendary scary creature. But guess what? His friends just didn't buy it. They were like, Cartman, you're pulling our legs. Now imagine Cartman's face. You know the one. That look of pure determination mixed with a dash of annoyance. He wasn't gonna let his friends off the hook that easily. So what did he do? He hatched a plan to teach them a lesson. Cartman got all decked out as Scuzzlebutt, and let me tell you, it was a sight to behold. He had this weird, goofy, yet kind of spooky costume going on. It became famous as Scuzzlebutt Cartman, and off he went, trying to scare the pants off his buddies. Did it work? Well, you'll have to watch the episode to find out. But let's just say it was one of those classic Cartman schemes that left everyone in stitches.
Find the hole! Holy crap! Yeah, I think I missed. What the hell is wrong with you people?
Here's a South Park episode that'll make you scratch your head and laugh at the same time. So there's Cartman, and he decides to do something utterly bonkers. He dresses up as none other than Adolf Hitler himself. Now you might be thinking, who in their right mind would want to be Hitler? Well, Cartman's never been one to follow the crowd. He goes all in on the costume and even pulls off the mustache. But wait, there's more. He gathers his followers and delivers a speech that's supposed to either force them into doing something totally absurd or motivate them to do it. Picture Cartman as Hitler giving a speech. It's like a comedy goldmine. And here's the kicker. Cartman as Hitler somehow manages to look even funnier than the real deal.
Merch! Es ist Zeit für Reich!
Wir müssen die Juden aufhalten!
Es ist Zeit für Reich!
Wir müssen die Juden aufhalten!
Nice.
Oh, let me tell you about the other time Cartman decided to dress up as Hitler. It was one of those moments that had everyone raising their eyebrows, especially Principal Victoria. She was not amused. Principal Victoria gave Cartman a serious talking to about the inappropriateness of his costume choice. She put her foot down and said, "No way, Cartman." Then she did something quite unexpected. She decided to change his costume for the contest. And what did she turn him into? A ghost. Of all things. Now picture this. Cartman, who originally wanted to be Hitler, ended up draped in sheets like a classic ghost. You can just imagine the look on his face. Not a happy camper, to say the least. His friends probably didn't know whether to laugh or feel sorry for him. Ah, the never-ending quest of Cartman to find his real dad. This time, he decided to take matters into his own hands. So he went to his mum and asked her the big question: who's my real father?
You know how my friend Stan has, like, a dad?
Uh-huh.
And my friend Kyle has a dad? And my friend Kenny has a dad?
Yes? Well, what's your question, hon?
God damn it! Do I have a dad?
And guess what? The answer was a real shocker. His mum revealed that his real dad was Chief Running Water, a Native American. Cartman's jaw probably dropped to the floor. He had Native American roots, and he was determined to embrace that culture. So what did he do? He went all out, dressing up like a Native American. Feathers, headdresses, the whole shebang. Can you imagine Cartman trying to look all serious and traditional? It must have been a sight to behold. Of course, leave it to Cartman to turn even a heartfelt moment into a hilarious one. His transformation into a Native American probably had his friends in stitches. That's just the kind of crazy stuff you can expect in the world of South Park.
Kid, I hate to break this to you, but your mother is what we Native Americans refer to as Bear with Wide Canyon.
What do you mean?
She is doe who cannot keep legs together.
Huh?
Your mom's a slut.
Oh, the never-ending search for Cartman's real dad. It's a roller coaster of confusion, isn't it? First, he thought Chief Running Water was his pops, and he went all out Native American with feathers and such. But then he had a heart-to-heart with Chef and learned that Chef might be his real father.
Chef? Chef is my dad?
He's the last person I saw with your mom that night.
Oh my god. I'm a black African American.
Talk about a twist. Cartman, in his quest to embrace his newfound heritage, decided to go all in again. This time, he dressed up like a hip-hop loving black guy. Picture it, Cartman with a whole new swagger trying to be hip-hop black Cartman. It's like a comedy sketch waiting to happen. But oh dear, Cartman, life is never simple for you, is it? Sometimes you just have to be yourself, no matter how hard you try to fit into different roles. And that's part of what makes South Park so hilariously entertaining. Officer Bar Brady, the legendary lawman of South Park. In one unforgettable episode, he decided to do something a little out of the ordinary. He made the boys honorary policemen, and guess who got to be the cop among the gang? None other than Cartman. So Cartman slipped into a cop uniform and transformed into Cop Cartman. And oh boy, you know the line, right? He strutted around, pointing his finger and declaring,
Hey, I'm a cop, and you will respect my authority.
It became an instant classic catchphrase. Cartman, with his newfound authority and exaggerated sense of importance, had everyone in stitches. It's moments like these that remind us why South Park is such a riot. Cop Cartman, the enforcer of authority. You've gotta love it.
Oh, you've got it all wrong, my little friend. You do it like this. You gotta get them in the head. They go down quicker.
The legendary swimming Cartman. So picture this. Cartman, sans shirt, a bit on the chunky side and ready for a dip in the pool. Why? Because his mum, in all her wisdom, decided it was high time for Cartman to learn how to swim. Now Cartman being Cartman, he wanted his buddies to join him in this aquatic adventure. But what did they do? They said no way, Cartman. So there he was, standing alone at the poolside. But the real twist came when he encountered a group of first graders in the pool. And what were these little rascals up to? You guessed it, peeing in the pool. Cartman was absolutely disgusted, and you can only imagine the look on his face. It was a tough time for Cartman, but it sure gave us another one of those classic South Park moments that had us laughing till our sides hurt. Swimming Cartman, a sight to behold indeed.
The snake's been destroyed! The pool's open!
Huh? You sons of bitches! Sons of
Thanks for joining us on this hilarious journey through Cartman's many faces. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with your fellow South Park fans. And most importantly, make sure to subscribe so you never miss out on more South Park fun.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.